When talking about energy efficiency, we have on one hand these great features that we are just had a brief introduction from Peter, and we of course need also a manipulator that puts this logic into real movements. And here the goal on this on the manipulator itself is of course to save weight. So the less weight you have to accelerate, the less energy you need. Now it depends a bit where you have the weight. So it's not necessarily the overall weight, or it need to be reduced everywhere to the same extent. I will come back to that on the second slide. With the new generation of large robots, we started to really look into this energy efficient robot design. And here we see very big impacts that we can make on the weight of the robot. So we save up to 17% of weight. This results not only in manufacturing, also in transportation, but also at your end at the energy consumption in the use phase. We have, as I said, we have a bit different picture. I wanted to say we don't need to save everywhere the same amount of weight. So it's more important that you save the weight on moving parts like upper arm or the wrist, while the lower arm is typically not so important concerning energy savings, but it's very important on stiffness. So we are focusing really on not compromising on the performance, so speed, accuracy, and so on, you name it. We really want to have, we are not compromising there, but we are keeping our robot as light as possible. On the next slide, we see a comparison now broken down to the different levels. This is now the example of the 7700, the second new robot from our large portfolio. We see that the total weight has been reduced by 8-9%. Doesn't sound like super much, but important is that the wrist and the upper arm in general got lighter, and here we see drastic reductions of up to 26%. So the weight here is drastically decreased, and this will help saving energy in the use phase. On the next slide, we see the average savings, or the up to savings to 20% for 6700. This is splitted. One hand, roughly 10% from the OmniCore contributed, and 10% due to the lightweight design of the robot. And on the 7700 or 77XO, it's up to 30%. Here we have more contribution because we are also having more heavy robot that we redesigned.